Now, I am not able to see what's going on my end, but give me a moment and I'll see who's on my live, if I can get this thing to work. Good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's a beautiful morning. The sun is out. It is shiny. We are live. That's what it says. So hopefully it shows up that I'm live. Yep, there's 3 watching. That's awesome. Hi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Janice. Hi, Renee. We don't do the Happy New Year, but it is a Yom Torah, so thank you. We miss you. By the way, Renee is my Patreon. I have a few more things coming in on Patreon that I will be showing to my Patreon. And I got a surprise that was done for me. An extreme deep surprise. And that big deep surprise is basically the a second, just checking to make sure I'm not be on I don't see music. It's on Restream, by the way. I'm not on the normal thing, so but I can see my chat. Nope, it won't let me do a private chat. I just want to see the overlay chat, but whatever. Doesn't matter. My husband's coming in and he's doing the commentary, guys. Yeah, what Renee said is actually true, but we don't start our Yom Teruah until tonight. Now, there's a saying in scripture where it says that if you have to do donkeys out of a ditch, which we do tomorrow, we have to go to the courts. It has to be done. They don't change the dates, and they don't accommodate for our beliefs. So we have to go tomorrow, easily peasy. And it is our Yom Teruah starts tonight. It's only a 1-day thing. It's not 2 days, but they have it written down for 2 days. It's only a 1-day thing. And we stay behind Israel. So yeah. Or it's today, or it might be exactly today and we have to blow the horn before Sabbath starts, or not Sabbath, but it's a high Sabbath. So I am not seeing any comments or anything, but it's not a new year for us. It's not a new year. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, the Jewish. Why am I not seeing my channel? Oh, yeah, it says live viewers in chat. Yeah, it's Restream. Yeah, it's Restream. But I don't know. Oh, you go ahead and get some sleep, hon. I'm praying for you and hoping you are doing well. I'm doing very well, Robert. I'm doing very, very well. I have your commentary today. Your commentary is my husband, so he's in here, and he will take over. Oh, is that yours or mine? Oh, that's yours, huh? Oh. Okay, I'll do that. Out there. Thank you, dear. Forgot. It's like, yeah, still early in my book. And it doesn't help when you stay awake for too long. So, yeah, my husband and I stayed awake too long, didn't we? Mm-hmm. By the way, this is my diamond painting cup. So there's my diamond painting cup. So, can't do that. Here, you take over.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take this thing off.
Yeah, you'll have to take off.
There's my beanie. My beanie works with it.
Yeah, it does.
I'll try. All right, awesome. The beanie fits. We're good. I had another beanie that I was using temporarily, and it doesn't hold the microphone anywhere near as well. Hello to everybody, which at the moment appears.
One, but it was two.
It was, yeah.
It was two. I know that Audie's ears are happy.
Where does it say on here, like, who's watching? Guys, I see Renee.
Oh, you got to meet Rebecca, Tia, and Mickey over the weekend? You mean you went over to their house or to a meeting place?
That's interesting. Anyhow, I'm going to take a seat.
Did you bring your seat?
I did. I brought my
I'll
seat.
move over just a little bit more for him to take over.
Uh-huh. Oh, now I can sit down. Can you imagine trying to stand up for an hour and a half? That's just not going to work. So everything's well and truly organised here, for a change.
Yeah, well, I decided I was going to catch up on some of my diamond paintings.
Uh-huh.
I need to.
Now, did you tell everyone what's the name of this one here today?
This one is the Frozen Waterfall. It's the one that that Koala Crafts and I are working on together.
So this is Niagara during the Ice Age. Possibly. Can you imagine trying to freeze Niagara? That thing's huge.
Oh yeah.
That said, you know what makes me sad?
What?
There used to be an amazing waterfall somewhere in Africa, and the leader of that particular country decided that he needed more water, so he built a dam in front of it, and the entire waterfall is gone.
That's not good. I missed you guys.
It was a diamond painting Zoom party that Robert was in.
Oh, well.
Which is always good.
Well, I'm happy that you had a fun time in the Zoom party. I haven't been going to Zooms.
Been busy.
I've been very, very busy. Tomorrow we have court.
Yep.
You can go on and explain that.
I don't know why they call it court. I mean, to me, if you go to court, it's like, I'm going to take a young lady out somewhere, and I'm not doing that because I got one. I mean, I still take you out places. I suppose that's courting.
Well, I'm happy that you got invited. I'm sure I would have been invited myself, but the thing is, we had a whole lot going on yesterday.
I don't know why the judge
and the other person. Appointment I had to go to. I'm doing well, I promise.
More in the line of a checkup, really.
It was more of in the line of a checkup, but I'm doing fine. Everything's good. Oh, we will win the case. It's not that. What's going on is right now they want to, what was it they said?
Well, it's a situation where we're supposed to have the other person's last name and their address, and we don't have either of those. But we gave them every piece of information we have to prove that they were cheating us. And so now, I guess, based on that, they might decide if they were going to go ahead or not. The thing is, I'm not sure what'll happen if they say, well, no, you don't have their last name, you don't have their address. But I think we have enough contact details to go ahead.
Well, someone told me they should get in contact by email.
Well, yeah, they should. They can. And if they have to, they can look it up. They just don't want to, I'm guessing, might be the case. So we're praying that they get enthusiastic about it once they realize just how much trouble we've already been to. But we had a much more positive day yesterday. Did you tell them about yesterday, dear?
No.
Our little trip?
We went and got some new resin,
Mm.
and I'm very excited about this new resin.
It's very clear.
It's very clear,
Mm. Very hard.
and yeah, it's very
It was originally fashioned, I'm told, for the surfboard industry.
and you know the surfboards have to be hard.
Hmm.
Hi, Becca. How you doing?
I'm going to say good morning to Rebecca, unless it's not good morning over there, wherever it is.
It's evening over there.
Well, then, good evening to Rebecca. How's that? That works.
It was nice to have Renee come in.
Uh-huh.
Oh my word, miss that girl.
So there you go. You got three options here. Why have you got three options in front of you?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got stuff in that tray.
That's my trash tray.
Oh, that's your trash tray. So just
Well, it's not really trash, but it's the ones like if it's missing, it's little grooves.
so if it fell off the pen, it's like, okay, you're just not going to work. Get out of here.
Yeah, basically.
I'm going to sneeze live on camera in a minute.
One thing Jeff always does, he always told me before, come on, don't do this.
Oi. What you're doing, your pen is misbehaving.
Yeah, it's misbehaving.
You know what to do when it's misbehaving, right?
What?
Spank it. What?
Oh, how is he enjoying school? Or did he look good when you? I'm probably not making any sense, but I know what I'm trying to say. Her son went to school.
Is it like the first time at school ever, or is it just first time after the break?
Weekend party, huh? Well, I wasn't in the weekend party. I'm sorry.
No, he was talking to Becca too.
No, but he was telling us
Yeah, but he was asking Becca. Said, "Are you tired from the weekend party?"
from the weekend party.
Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't even party. What's going on with that? I feel there should be a party if I'm tired. I feel cheated. We have to have a party tonight instead. We have to get some special food, but that's later actually.
Yeah, but I don't know what we are supposed to eat for Yom Torah. I never really found that out.
Well, there isn't anything.
I think around that time we eat fruit, so we do have fruit.
Hmm. But there's nothing, there's no list there.
No, there
No,
isn't.
just make it up as you go along.
It's our Hebrew. Is to tonight starts our
Hmm.
Hebrew holiday.
So you can eat some of your favorite things like, tofu fried in Marmite.
No,
That's not a favorite food?
no,
Ever?
no,
Not happening?
no way.
Maybe not.
My husband thinks I'm gonna like eating Marmite. No.
Oh, I got it. Tofu and kimchi soup.
Heck no.
What was that other beauty? Tofu blended with peanut butter. That was a beauty, that one. I liked that one for a concept. It's not going to happen. Oh, even that one I said, ew, too. Who had that idea? That was somebody who subscribed to a different channel that you watch.
Yeah.
Ugh. Among a list of things that people eat when they're pregnant, I was like, my goodness, why?
No, ma'am, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. No ham, no turkey.
Nope. We can have turkey.
Yeah, we can eat turkey.
Yeah, turkey is kosher.
Yep.
Don't
So,
tell the turkey.
and don't tell Deborah this, but so is Giraffe.
Yep, giraffe. Mhm.
Hmm.
Keep that quiet. You can eat giraffe if you want to. If you can catch the thing, it's huge and runs really fast. And you can't even probably trap it. I mean, you'd have to dig a hole 15 feet deep and it'd fall in it and go, well, that's just not convenient, and scramble back up out of it. So
Well, oh, Burgles.
I think be great to ride on one though.
Oh, yeah.
You just need like a bridle long enough to reach right up to the top where the teeth are,
Oh, come on. Out.
and sit on the saddle, and hope that you can teach it to like
Mm.
go this way, go that way fast enough. Because you'd pull on the rein, and like it takes 2 seconds for the tug to register at the top. Because like 3 meter long neck or some silly thing, or 2 meters, whatever it is.
Now it'll sit. Yeah.
What he said, what? Probably to the giraffe being kosher.
Yeah.
Mm,
If you read it in scripture, Giraffe is kosher.
mm. So are locusts, but you can't ride those
Oh, my word.
unless you could train an entire swarm, like really big, really thick swarm, and just like kind of sit in it like a cloud, and then okay, and like the Pied Piper, you get one of those little flute things. You go, and that means like, okay, everybody grab me and fly up. You wouldn't want to get the commands wrong or have like a bug fly into the end of the thing, because you go poof, 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 trying to blow it back out. And in the meantime, the locusts go, "What the heck do you think we're doing?" I say we just drop this guy and go. I tell you what, you want to blow that horn really fast. That what does the Pied Piper? It's a flute, isn't it? Needs a flute. So there you go, the Pied Piper of locusts. Probably not as like cash productive as taking out rats
Oh, please. Don't do that.
or children. I wonder, I wonder in the Pied Piper story, do a realistic Pied Piper story, you know, where it's been, if the Pied Piper arrived after a really, really long summer holiday and said, I'll take out the rats, and it's okay. And then they didn't pay him because the rats were gone. Said, all right, I'm going to take your children, you're going to pay me. I said, keep them for a few days. I've had them for the entire summer holidays. They're fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be sending them back within 3 days without the ransom. Don't. It's good. That's what I think. The Pied Piper probably timed it properly.
Oh, funny.
I can just imagine that, eh? Like the Pied Piper, according to Jeff. I should write that book.
Hmm. Well, you should write some books.
Well, I'm working on it gradually.
There's one book he's working on,
Hmm.
called The Griffin.
Yeah. Well, it's got more to that than the title, but we won't give it away just yet.
No.
No. I keep coming up with these ideas and I keep starting, and then I go, okay, then what do I do? It's not like a diamond painting where it's easy. It's obvious. It's obvious there is to do. What's in front of you. You just got to pick it up and lay it down. Pick it up and lay it down. It's not like that with words. For starters, there's so many to choose from. You've got one color to choose from, and then ultimately later on, you've got like,
Oh, birds.
what is it, 23 colors to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay, I got more than that just in the letters. There's over 1 million words in the English language, some of which I've never used. But I'm good at English,
He
technically
taught
speaking.
he taught English to
Hmm. I
the
taught English as a second language to people from different countries who were here in Australia trying to learn English, and they came to learn from me. Suckers. What?
Jeffrey.
They learned English. They passed. They hadn't got anything to complain about. Besides, I was doing it for the right price. It was free. They even got a cuppa and a cake afterwards. That's because I was going to a really nice church at the time. Who thinks I should write the Pied Piper my version?
Hands up.
Yeah. We don't we do add new words for a new thing, but basically, if I may quote somebody else, English doesn't just copy from other people, other languages. We actually drag other languages into dark alleys and mug them for everything they've got.
Not sure why that one's not gone.
See, English to my way of thinking isn't originally a language to start with. It's a mixture of whatever the Bretons or Britons were talking, whatever the Gaulish people were talking, whatever the Saxon people were talking, and whatever the Norman people were talking. Now the Britons are the Britons are kind of Gaelic, right? The Saxons are kind of German, and the Normans are kind of French. And you put all of those together, and you come up with English. That's why we have a couple of different words for pig, one of which we use fairly commonly, right? Which is pig, which is the Norman French. But we used to also use swine, which was Saxon. And we couldn't decide which. I guess pig won out ultimately, and that's because of the French. I won't say, what I usually associate with the French. The French think that they're better than anybody because they lost the Second World War. Go figure.
They lost. So
They did.
So that makes them better than anybody else.
Yeah, they're lovers, not fighters.
Oh.
It's like, so we can't win a fight. We still got the best culture, the best language, the best wine, and the best food. Go away. Oh, wait. No, come here. We need your money.
Yeah, basically, Audie. Basically.
Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, English is not. That's why English is so horrible. This is why we have all these rules with all these exceptions. You know? Like I before E except after C, unless you're a weird foreigner, which is still E before I. You know? Oh, look. Do you know how difficult it is, when you're trying to teach some English to somebody else who's come from another country, and they go, "Why is it like this?" And you have to answer, "I don't know. I was born with it. I got used to it. That's the way it is. I'm sorry." I felt like I had to apologize for my language that I was speaking most of the time. And then just to be confusing, in Australia we add slang on top of it, which means we bodgy things up a little bit. It's truth, eh? Yes, the Eiffel Tower, created by Gustav Eiffel I don't think he built the whole thing himself. That would be incredibly annoying. I mean, I think he was the architect for it. But built for the World Fair in the 1800s. I forget exactly which year. I think it's the same year that the Olympics are on, as in, like every 4 years they have a World Fair, and every 4 years they have the Olympics, and it's the same year. It's a leap year. I figure they need another day to get over it afterwards, is what it is. Yes, it does. And then sometimes they change them. I will make up my own rules, and often do. And my wife makes up her own words. If you don't think so, just figure out what Murgles means. Cause I don't know. She says it sometimes. She's snickering and giggling in the background if you can't hear her. Oh, that's it. I mean, it does take all that time to get through the rules and everything. I've never really understood why we study English, because we just use it.
Well, actually, the original language we're supposed to study is actually Hebrew.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, English is the. I understand why people who want to learn English have to study English. I get that, but I don't understand why people who were brought up in a native English speaking society need to learn English. You know, because the only people who use English properly are people who write for a living, be that advertisers or such like. Okay, actors, book writers, journalists. Writing. It's a writing thing mostly. Because on a podcast, for example, nobody can tell if you spelled it correctly. They can only tell if you said it correctly. That's it. You can spell it any old way you want.
Does it?
You know, and when it comes down to it, it's a matter of opinion. Like, for example, I had a different English teacher. Now remember, I was considered more than good enough to teach English as a second language, and yet I very nearly failed English in year 11 and 12, all because my English teacher did not like my poetry, and that's flat. That's it. My grade 8, 9, and 10 English teacher did like my poetry, but I had a different one in year 11 and 12. Yeah, grammar and stories. And it's just, grammar is a very simple rule, It's like the order of things in the sentence. You got to get the subject, the object, the verb, everything in the sentence in. And you have to know what an adverb is. And here's a clue: if it ends in ly, you've got a good chance. Unless it's the word fly, chances are it's an adverb.
Mm.
And things like the word fly are the only reasons why we sometimes count the letter Y as a consonant and a vowel. Okay? Because it's greedy that way. We could spell fly Flie, and we wouldn't have to worry about that rule.
Guys,
We could go back to putting it at the front of words instead.
Look at that right there. Now I only need E's and
You know?
it. E.
And then all those adverbs, which is like, say, advisedly, ends in ly, we could just end it in lee. Okay? I think we need to start a petition and say, it's time to tell Y to sod off and go back to just being a consonant. Let's change everything.
Audie, you and I have the same thing.
Yeah.
I have dyslexia.
Dyslexia is a curse.
It is a curse, and I don't like it.
No.
Jeff can tell you how many times I actually tried speaking, and a lot of my words got mixed up, didn't it, baby?
Yeah, they do. That's all right. That's another advantage of doing teaching of English as a second language. Because, for example, over here, we do subject, verb, object, and they don't necessarily do it the same way. It's like subject, object, verb,
Yep.
right? And other places do it object, verb, subject,
Yep.
which is really tricky. And so you get used to people phrasing sentences as if they're Yoda from Star Wars. See, people think Yoda talks funny. He doesn't. He just has a different sentence structure and grammar. Hmm. And the other thing too, like, I mean,
Oh, tell her about that one time when I was trying to
you tell her. Yeah,
sign
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, my husband asked me to sign my name backwards.
Just for fun.
I'm not going to show it because
No, you can't.
just for fun.
Do it in diamond dots. There you go.
No, I can't do that in diamond dots.
Have to
Thank
pick
you.
it back up afterwards. Go on.
They don't call it diamond painting here. They call it diamond dotting.
Hmm.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. So my husband did it just for fun to see.
No, as in you mean like when I wrote mine forwards with my left hand.
Yeah, and you can write it forwards with your left hand.
Yeah, and you picked it up to write with your left hand. You can't write it forwards.
I wrote it mirror image.
Yeah, completely backwards. It was cool. It was incredible to watch. Just like, yeah, I can see what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing it, but go right ahead.
Mirror image.
Talking to each other there. Mm.
Well, I wasn't here either, but then again, I was over at my father-in-law's for Father's Day.
Yes. Yes, Father's Day in Australia is the first Sunday in September. And we went out to one of the, about 8 different local pubs in the little town that my father lives in. Town of about 10,000 people has got 8 pubs in it, which isn't too bad, I guess. And they were serving, it was we tried 2 other places to get into for a meal before 1 o'clock, and we couldn't get it because it was packed out for Father's Day. And my father liked it from one point of view because, well, number one, it's one of the places he likes, but number one is that apparently they decided because it was Father's Day that dads were getting a free drink, right? Well, my father has 3 children, so we were all able to go up to the bar and say, order a drink for ourselves and one for dad. And they say, is one of these for a father? And they'll go, yes, this one. So, but it didn't actually happen in my case because, dad had already had 2 drinks by the time he got around to me going up to the bar. So I got a free drink.
You got a free drink?
I did. I told them I was the stepfather, which is true.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
They asked, is one of these for a dad? I said, well, no. So there you go.
So, anyways, back to Audie. Audie, I actually have dyslexia too. So when I talk, I have to be very, very careful what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, do I have to.
Hmm.
Especially in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Very careful.
We say things that are funny here.
Yeah, and I say things that make everybody laugh.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh, congratulations.
72 hours. That's a long time.
That's a long time, and
That's a big party.
yeah, but wow, no sleep for 72 hours.
That's 3 days. I don't think I'd manage. I tried it once. I got through. 68 hours, and I went. And that was it.
It was out.
Yep. That was back when I was 16.
Yeah, where we always thought we were invincible.
Mm-hmm. Well, clearly I was. I'm still here. So, oh, but it was. I mean, it was a long day yesterday, but it was ultimately a fairly good day because we started off from here. We tried to get going from here early, but we kept on coming back into the house for different things that we've forgotten. So all up, that took another half hour to get going. And then when we did get going, I was driving through our little town and I was going, you know what? I don't want to buy fuel there. Let's go somewhere else and buy fuel. Well, turns out we couldn't find the fuel station in the next town over, so we kept going. And we stopped outside a place that actually had a great big fuel bowser, only to be told that we couldn't buy fuel from that place because it was the government fuel depot. And mere taxpayers like me don't deserve to buy fuel from the government fuel depot. That's only for government vehicles. So I would have to keep going. So we did. And then we eventually ended up at a fuel place. And I'm really glad that the vehicle I drive isn't diesel because the fuel pump there that said diesel had the word out written on it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Let me guess, Oddie, you slept for like half the day? Did a whole 12 hours or something? At least. I think I slept for I didn't quite sleep for 12 hours. I think I slept for 11 and a bit after that one. But not immediately because where I actually fell asleep was we'd been doing a charity thing like um don't eat for so many hours. 40-hour famine, that was it. I did the 40-hour famine. And I decided to stay awake for the whole thing too, and I managed to stay awake for the 40 hours, but the 72 was really getting to me. Um so that wasn't a problem. But then I was at someone's place and we were we were supposed to be getting together for um a celebration for those who'd started because the 40-hour famine was any time over the weekend and I'd started mine early. I'd started mine on Friday and other people didn't start theirs till Saturday. And so it was a Sunday evening thing. People were going to have a meal afterwards, but I slept before the meal started. So people woke me up for the meal, which I thought was nice. And then some really nice person drove me back to my place, you know, and then yeah, I slept. But I had to wake up temporarily at least to eat and stuff. Well, I will say the fuel light was showing. The fuel light was showing by the time we got. In fact, the fuel light was showing about, would you say, 8 miles before we eventually pulled up?
Yeah, about 8 miles.
Yeah, about 8 miles before we eventually pulled up for
So
those
that was
people who
about
speak miles.
16 kilometers.
Yeah. Maybe only 7 miles, but we got there,
Huh.
filled up.
Yeah, and it also helped that his wife was really needing to go somewhere.
Yes, yes, you got to go, so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
And then yeah, we pulled up there, and then the GPS directed us through a major city, which we didn't want to go through, but we did it anyway because it was probably shorter by the time we got there. Well, personally, I think we should have just driven back the other way and taken that little side detour through the back roads.
Oh wow. Yeah. That sounds like a lovely crash that you went through.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I was in Girl Scouts one time. Yes, I was in Girl Scouts, guys.
Mhm.
And
I was never in Girl Scouts.
no,
No.
no. And I
I did
remember
teach Girl Scouts once.
you did.
Well, I was teaching Boy Scouts. I was teaching what they call Joey Scouts,
Yeah.
right? And my scout troop was all boys.
Right.
Okay, I was one of the leaders. There was about 4 different leaders for my scout troop. But then we joined up on a little camp over the weekend, and the other 2 scout troops had boys and girls. So there you go.
That sounds like Cub Scout.
Yeah, well, Joey Scouts is younger than Cub Scouts. It's like they're 5 years old, maybe up to 7. Once they get to 7, they got to go up to the Cub. Anyway, go on. Sorry,
Well, anyways,
you were a Girl Scout.
I stayed up. Oh, how late did I stay up? It was really late.
Mhm.
And I remember um, staying up for at least 48 hours.
Mhm. I remember one of the little darlings. Like all their parents were there as well, but she she refused. She refused to take her ribbons and her comb out of her hair before going to bed.
Oh, brother.
I thought, well, I'm pretty sure your mum's going to take that ribbon and comb out of your hair after you're asleep. They said, no, I always sleep with it in. And I was like, bet you don't. I'm seeing a lot of oh no's here.
Yeah. I'm thinking, oh no, 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 about, I guess it was about me staying up for 48 hours.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Can't recommend it.
Uh-uh. When you're young, you can do it. When you're
hmm
older, no.
hmm
But I did do it for about 70. Actually, I did it for longer than that. What's 4 days straight?
Well, 3 days is 30. No, 4 days straight.
Yeah.
4 times 24 is 80. And then the 96, I think. That doesn't sound right, does it? Yeah, it does. 48, double it. 96, yeah.
Um, Driving for 4 days straight, no sleep.
Where on earth were you going? Across the USA, right?
Yep.
Why did you not stop?
Wasn't tired.
In a hurry.
I was actually in a hurry.
Mm. Well, don't do it again.
I don't plan on it. No way. I don't plan on it.
Right? Next time, get somebody else to take over the driving here and there.
By the time I hit my 4th day, I had
hmm
someone else driving.
Yeah. And you have no idea how they got in the car.
Well, I know how they got into the
Oh,
car.
there you go.
And then I crashed right in front of them.
Hmm. There you go. Yeah, you mean like you fell asleep?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
crashed.
because they were driving.
I was tired.
Yeah, so you didn't crash, they crashed. No, wait, you crashed.
I crashed. Meaning I crashed.
Fell asleep and didn't wake up again until you had to ask, where am I?
Pretty much.
It said, well, they didn't. They might not have said anything. They might have driven to where they wanted to go and hopped out and said, "See you later." Oh, you're still asleep. Okay, don't worry about it. Thanks for the lift. No, not quite. Mm.
No. So, in a sense, this was when I was about in my 30s when I did that.
Makes me tired just thinking about it. That's about as half as long as you can go without actually just dropping dead.
Oh,
9 days, I think, is not well. I hate to call 9 days a record because the person didn't recover. Or it might be 10 days is a record where someone actually recovered from it. I don't get that. People reckon they say insomniacs never sleep, but I don't believe that. Do you know what I think happens?
I think they take cat naps.
I think insomniacs have no sense of time. Like they wake up, they stare at the ceiling for a little bit, and it's still dark. And you can't tell what time it is in the dark. But I don't think they have any sense of time progressing. So I agree with you. I think they take little cat naps, and then they wake up and they don't remember that about falling asleep in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't think there's any way you could stay awake your entire life. You wouldn't survive it. No, they sleep. They have to sleep. You know, nobody actually. I wonder if they could prove that. You know what I mean? You know how they have those sleep studies and everything,
I'm not sure.
and they could come in and they could monitor them, and maybe they go through those like those theater cycles just with their eyes open.
Maybe.
You see, so their mind is asleep, but their eyes are open, and their eyes are just
But
recording
I
things.
have went on to a fast that went for 3 weeks straight,
Hmm. Just water.
just on pure water.
Hmm. Well, relatively pure water. Town water. Yeah, picking them up and laying them down. Picking them up and laying them down. You're getting good at the multi-placing, but that's not multi-placing, is it?
No, I'm finishing this going across.
Uh,
So I'm going across right here,
why
and then
can't
I'm
you?
going to do
But you can multi-place with that. Why don't you multi-place?
not when it comes to the
You go sideways. Sideways. Oh, you don't like to do the edge that way.
no.
I got news for you. The edge is kind of wonky. It doesn't line up straight.
What? Where?
Well, see here, you go to here, and then this is not edge. It's just like it's in and it's funny, and I don't know how that's going to work. You might have to like place some individual ones at some point.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't tell you how many people are watching like the other one did.
No, it
There's,
doesn't.
there's no little live 3 people
Oh,
watching
burbles.
nothing. I'm sorry, did you get distracted?
No,
Someone talking to you,
no,
talking too loud.
no.
Maybe if I talk soft. No, if I talk softer, the other people can't hear me. Got to realize people are people are 10,000. Oh boy, Kermit, where'd you come from? um, that tells me that I've probably got to go get a refresher for my drink. What do you think? You might have to talk.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, give me a moment.
No moments.
Yes, moments.
Here you go, drink.
He's getting a quick drink. He has to.
I got to wash the frog out.
He, he says he has to wash the frog out. Well, I'm sorry I missed the party. But I was at a different party called Father's Day Party during the weekend. Jeff does not have his computer back. He's taken over my gaming. I can't get on to Animal Crossing at all. He's right now playing his what is that game that he always plays? But yeah, he is on my gaming time, which means I don't play games right now. Well, I do on my computer, but I don't play games on my Switch because he's playing Civilization. And boy, is he playing Civilization. He plays, let me think here. He plays once one civilization, and once he wins one civilization game, he goes to a next one. So I have no Switch to my name right now because my husband does play his Civilization. His computer right now is in the shop. We're waiting for them to get in touch with us to let us know, okay, you can come and pick up your computer now. Now that is in Toowoomba. Now, since tomorrow is Yom Teruah, we are not going to be traveling except to go to the what is it we are doing? court. And we can't go buy anything, go get any food or anything like that like we normally do because that is a high Sabbath, so we can't do it. So now we're not even sure if we're going to go camping at all. We're not sure if we're going to go camping at all this Sukkot. I don't know. Because it costs money, and we used our money to pay for our insurance and other things that needed to be done. So we don't know what will happen. So yeah, that's what's been going on our end. So we're not going to be able to go camping, which I'm going to miss like crazy because we usually can go. We still have 30 more minutes to go, baby.
There we go.
So, long story short, we have a lot going on. Of we have Yom Torah that's supposed to be started, and we'll be blowing the horn. Yes, we have a ram's horn. Jeff will be doing that noise maker.
By the way, do you know what Kermit the Frog says when he's got to clear his throat? Well, excuse me, I've got a man in my throat.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Actually said it.
Did he? Really?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, ask me, I think most of the time it was a pig, but whatever.
That did not sound right.
Kissing the pig.
Oh, my word. Here, I'll hand Jeffrey back, guys.
Hello again. You know what? One of the big jokes that I that went way over my head as a child when I was watching. I only discovered later on, but apparently, according to the person who created Kermit the Frog, Kermit the Frog was meant to be Jewish.
Really?
Yes, he was meant to be Jewish. So the fact that he was dating Miss Piggy was just not on. Although I suppose he wasn't going to eat her.
No.
So I mean, whatever. Muppets are weird.
Yeah.
Just a little different. And we don't know what Gonzo was, but apparently Gonzo married a chicken.
Did he?
He did.
Wow.
Married one of the chickens. They're all Muppets. They are just all Muppets. So what?
Gonzo was strange.
Well, yes, Gonzo was strange. Even stranger than me.
So I'm hoping everyone's okay with me doing diamond painting this within chat because that's what I'm going to be doing.
We are.
Because I need to get caught up on some of my diamond paintings.
You've got a lot of little triangles there, don't you?
What do you mean?
They're just triangle, 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 triangle. This is all triangles all through there.
Yeah.
Those are triangles. Is that the green color that you're using? It's all triangles? It is too. That one off a little bit. That one you just laid down. Is it off? Just a fraction? No. I'm looking. I'm trying to see. Looks off a fraction.
No,
It's like it's in between the two
I
triangles.
think it's fine.
All right. And just like see in about like a day or so from now, you're going to be trying to put something down there and said, "What the heck? There's no room," because the triangle is out of shape. The little dot's not. What? Oh, she moved it. This is how things work. Nag the other person until it gets done. But we don't do that, do we, dear?
I hope not.
Mm-hmm. Well, I stand by a statement I read a long time ago. Listen, If a man says he's going to do something, he'll do it. There's no need to remind him every 6 months or so.
Maybe he was an alien. I don't know.
He could have been an alien, and there was an entire movie. There's the Muppet movie,
Yeah.
and I think there's also even 2 and 3, which I've never seen, but I've heard it exists. There you go. Gonzo's an alien, a Muppet alien.
I guess there was a whole movie. I never watched any of the
There
Muppet
was.
movies.
There was a Muppet movie, at least one.
Yeah, but I never paid attention to it.
Hmm.
I know there was a Muppet movie with. I know there was a couple of different type of movies that was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. They're meant to be. The same person is also responsible for many of the features of Star Wars,
Yeah, true.
like Yoda. Yoda's a Muppet. It might surprise some people to learn that. He's not a real alien.
No.
He's someone playing up to pretending to be an alien. I'm very disappointed.
Why are you disappointed with that?
I want real aliens and real spaceships. There's no drama if it's all just acting. I was sitting there as a child and was like, I wonder how they get to record all this. You know? No, even at 8, I knew everything on the TV was fake.
Yeah.
Knew that. Otherwise, it'd be terrifying. Can you imagine that? I mean, can you imagine? I used to read this cartoon called Foot Rot Flats with the dog, right? And the dog's in there watching the TV. And he's just watching what's going on the TV and going, wow. You know, I'm kind of glad they keep all these little people inside this box. They're really violent. Can you imagine what it would be like if they ever got out? But, you know, like not everybody knows. There's a story. Remember Battlestar Galactica? Right? The second series or whatever it was, the one done in the 19 No, it wasn't the 1990s, it was in the 2000s. It was the early 2000s, like 2008, 9 or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Battlestar Galactica. One of the actors took his young son on set, okay? And it was the actor that played the part of the mechanic for the spaceships, for the fighter ships, right? And he was really excited to see everything, you know? And apparently one of the actresses was standing nearby when this little boy started tugging on his father's hand as they're going through the section where all the mock-ups of the fighter ships are. And, you know, and he looks down at his little son tugging on his hand and he says, "Yes, what is it?" He said, "Dad, yeah, what? Can we take one up?" And the other actress just burst out laughing. I had to explain to his poor darling little boy that they don't really fly, which was sad, you know.
Mm.
Apparently he was 9, which means he didn't get it quite straight away early. Thought it was all real. I don't know when I gave up thinking it was real. I know at 8 I knew it wasn't real. But still fun to watch. It's also, do you know what the according to the census, the next time they took a census, what the largest growing religion was in Australia and the United States? Jedi. A lot of people marked other and wrote Jedi in the 1978 or whatever it was census, which isn't far off, you know, because there's a certain amount of religiosity in the way they do Jedis.
Yeah, there is. by the way, on Friday, guys, when I do my resin pours, brand new molds.
There you go. Including a really big shiny one.
Two big shiny ones.
Turtle. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
A turtle tray.
Shh. They'll hear you. It won't be a surprise now. Why is it? There's another little English idiosyncrasy. Why is it when you spoil a surprise, people say, "Oh, you let the cat out of the bag"? I tell you what, I don't think that spoils the surprise. I think you're still awfully surprised when that cat comes racing out of that bag, really annoyed from being in the bag, starts running around the room all over the place doing who knows what, terrorizing the canary. I still feel like I could call out, "Surprise!" I don't think it's been spoiled. Because they knew something was in the bag. They just like, they might have been expecting something else. There's definitely a cat. Who put the cat in the bag in the first place?
I'm glad you came today, too. But yes, there is a new mold I am going to try out on
Friday?
Friday.
Hmm.
I'm so excited.
I don't know how he got all those layers in that leaf. That was cool.
What leaf?
Remember he showed us that little leaf thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Multicolours? And he said you'd pour it down that way.
Yeah,
Did you know what he meant?
yeah,
You did?
yeah.
So you could do it.
Oh, yeah,
So can you do it to the turtle?
yeah.
Ooh. Let's hope the turtle doesn't mind.
Well, I'm going to do a test run of
Mm-hmm.
something,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to get in touch with Rachel from
Mm-hmm.
Treasure Studios Art because we got to get those things sent out.
Maybe we can make surfboards.
Um,
They're just made out of foam.
are they?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I thought they were made out of boards.
No, foam. Look it up.
Okay. Well,
Well,
not right now.
why not?
We have guests here.
They won't know. If I start tapping away at the computer and, going, what are surfboards made out of? Mate, you know what? We could give the guests something to do. We could ask them what surfboards are made out of and put it up in the chat. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Anyone want to find out what surfboards are made out of? How do we make a surfboard? I want to know. I reckon surfboards are made out of some kind of special foam or what's that? No, fiberglass is too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it's foam. It used to be balsa wood, but balsa wood like that size is kind of hard to get. And
I'm not
pine
sure.
won't work
Yes, Audie,
because
new
it gets
molds.
waterlogged.
I'm so excited about it. I'm hoping you like the idea too, because yeah, they're new. They're brand new. And new colors. I was given two new colors. I'll be doing it not an unmold. Well, I am going to be doing an unmolding,
Hmm.
but I need to do an unboxing. Well, not
Mhm.
unboxing, but show off what I got in
Mhm.
what I bought. So yeah.
It's warm in here. I think I shouldn't have drunk so much Milo in a hurry. Heats me up. What temperature is that thing on anyway? 23? 18?
You put it up, not me.
I have to check. Oh, look, there's someone walking past. I can see their shoes. Everybody look at the person walking past with their shoes.
You can't see other people walking by except for you can, but I can.
I can just see their shoes. That's it. I couldn't even tell you if it was.
It's a man.
I'm gonna say I couldn't even tell you if it was a man or a woman.
It's a man.
There you go. Well, it's a man.
Because I can see it right over here.
So there you go. There's a clue if you want to track down where we live. You have to go to Google Earth, and the time is 9:05 or something.
Yeah.
Yep. And you have to track someone walking past someone's house at 9:05, and that's a clue.
9:04.
9:04, according to our little device.
So I got 2 new colors. I got, oh my word, I got a measuring cup. I got 2 of them.
The person behind the counter was very nice about it.
Yeah, she just, yeah. And she gave me a 30% off on the resin. It's a brand new resin, by the way.
And the colors were free.
And the colors were free, which normally cost $5 each.
Yep.
And well, normally it costs $15 each, but I think those were
they're on special. They had a weekend special last weekend.
No, I'm trying to think what was it she said. I think she said they were being discontinued.
Ah.
So that's why they were $5. So yeah, I'm actually very excited about it. Brand new resin and everything. I couldn't think what to do for my for my WIP and chat. So I was like, I have all these diamond paintings I need to catch up on.
You do.
So I decided.
So here we are.
So I decided this month I would do diamond painting.
An entire waterfall, which for some reason is mostly green and glittery in this area. Because it's upside down. It's greeny glitter and an occasional bit of, is that gold glitter?
I think this part right here is the trees. I think.
Maybe. Which bits are gold then?
Or it could be the sky.
Could be the sky.
Could be the
Over
sky.
there is a kind of darker blue.
Yeah.
To the left. There. I think it's there, right. I don't know. I'll figure it out someday.
I know today I believe today is actually not Bev B, but the other one. Or is it?
As in who's on after this?
I think it might be Bev B, but I'm not sure.
Who's on first? What's on second?
Huh. Okay.
Since you don't know, it must be on third.
Oh my word! Don't do that joke. that one always confused me. That joke always confused me.
It's not difficult. Their names are who, what, I don't know.
I know. We're not doing that one. That's a mean one. Go ahead.
I don't know the entire joke back to front. Besides, I'd have to play both parts in different voices.
You can do that.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not going to. I'd have to look it up. I have to have the script in front of me. If people ever want me to run through an entire script, I'll start my own channel and do it that way.
We have to wait until you get your computer back.
We do, yes. My computer is being fixed still.
Yeah, we thought it would be done by now, and it's not.
Thought it would be done last week.
Yeah, well, they
gave it to us.
They played you for a fool, didn't they?
Well, they didn't. It was like store policy thing. I wrote them a very naughty letter saying how terribly, terribly upset I was with them. I didn't say anything mean. I didn't say, do that to me again and I'll take you out behind the woodshed and hit you with an axe handle. I didn't say that. Because I wouldn't do that, because I'm nice.
Yeah, he is a very nice man.
Besides which, I don't have an axe handle.
We're not going there.
I gave my axe away. Don't have one.
You have another axe.
My niece has my axe. Oh, I've got the splitter.
Yeah,
I've still got the splitter. I guess. What?
910.
Yeah.
So yeah, new mold. I will probably do an unboxing because I got a few little things
What
here
do you
for
call that turtle thing? Because the
unboxing.
turtle thing is like completely flat. It's just a tray
The
or
tray,
a platter.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Platter is what it is. The other thing is a tray because it's got handles and everything.
Yeah, and I'll be making a trade
Hmm.
handle. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it yet. I want to make the
You got all those choices. You got like pigments and glitters and inks.
Oh, I know
You could
that.
put them all in.
No.
Like, I mean, one at a time.
Hi, Rachel. How you doing? We're just talking back and forth about all the different things that's going on.
Yeah, hi Rachel. I got what do we do? Can I say this? Can I say you're late? What's your excuse?
No,
No? I
no,
can't send people to detention?
no.
What is detention anyway?
Um,
They have to look up they have to look up what surfboards are made out of. No one's done it yet. That's Rachel's job. Rachel now has to look up what surfboards are made out of. Please, 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 we want to know. And type it up in the chat window. Because I think it's made out of foam. A very special kind of foam. Not like, I mean, foam floats, let's face it.
yeah,
You wouldn't think it was strong enough to hold someone up on. That's the problem, isn't it?
yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Good, let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come along and party with me. Oh, I can't play the drums, so that's it. I mean, I can sing, but so can a crow. Just got its own version.
You have a good singing voice.
I do. It's I'm not using it right now though.
No.
No, left it in my other suit.
What did I do here? A little off.
Mm. Oh, they're being very defiant. Nobody's putting up what a surfboard's made out of. We might have to do it ourselves. There's no incentive. That's what it is. Because we don't have a prize to hand over for the first person to write it up. You just get kudos for being first. It's a race. On your marks. This is Google surfing to find about surfboards. What they're made out of. What's the most popular style of surfboard? And what is this surfing thing anyway? On your marks. Get set.
They won't do it.
Go. Competition is over in 2 minutes. Time's a ticking. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
It's fiberglass.
There you go. Woohoo! We have a winner. That was quick. Polyurethane or polystyrene is foam covered in fiberglass. So the resin would work.
Maybe.
Foam covered in resin. It'd be worth a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what he said it was covered in, the surfboard was covered in, I don't know.
It's 360 resin.
Yeah, 360
Yeah.
resin.
Instead of fiberglass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably had too high a gloss for the finish. It fell off it. If it's too high gloss, it's too slippery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine fiberglass being exactly like, good grip.
I'm not sure.
I should experiment. I should get some foam and get some of your. How expensive would that be though? Trying to pour the 360 resin over it.
I already had it done it. I have already done it before you said go. Ha.
Yeah. Fast fingers. Very fast fingers. Well done. Very impressed. So polyurethane. I know what polystyrene is. That's foam. That's that foam that you get in your eskies and stuff. But I don't know what polyurethane is exactly. I'll have to look it up. I have to find something that's made out of polyurethane besides a surfboard. I knew they don't make them out of wood anymore. I knew that much. The very, very first ones were made out of wood, and they were huge, apparently. Like big flat logs almost. 12-foot long boards. And supposedly started in Hawaii.
I guess so.
So I'm told.
I'm kind of confused why they took on surfing. They know there's sharks out there.
There's sharks everywhere. You know? And I figure if you get what it is like, I'd like to go swimming, but I'd like to have a really thick board between me and the shark that tries to bite me. That's what it
It
is.
still bites the surfboard.
Yeah, well, Well,
Okay, thank you.
thank you very much. Oh, we got a photo and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Rachel should start doing stuff as a what do you call it?
Mod.
Oh, not well, maybe as a mod. No, you know how there's those online jobs where people pay you to do research.
Mm.
Yeah. Instead of doing it for free and just sticking up in chat, you could get paid.
Mm.
You could be a paid online researcher. You know, you just have the little, what do you call it?
I don't know.
No, there's warnings like, it to give an example. Okay, is um like answers are $1. Researched answers are $5. Correct researched answers are $10, but dumb looks are still free.
How do you do dumb looks online?
You do the surprise Pikachu face.
Uh huh.
At least that's what I'd do. I'm in a good mood. When I'm not in a good mood, I'm not funny. So good mood it is. I've just got to keep it up for another 15 minutes. Tap into my reservoir of feeling good, which apparently this morning involves a cup of hot Milo, which I'm out of now. My wife has a cup of brown fluid that she calls coffee. I mean, do you know how to make iced coffee? The way my wife makes it is that she gets this stuff called coffee and milk. You would say Nestle. I say Nestle's. Nestle's coffee and milk, which is kind of coffee flavored condensed milk. Gets a spoonful, puts it in, boils the water, pours the boiling water into the thing, mixes it all up. Right. Here's the important part. Then leaves it sit on the desk for 3/4 of an hour while it goes cold. There you go. There's your iced coffee done. I reckon if you put it in the fridge, no one will be able to tell the difference. Put a little chunk of ice in it, get a bit of whipped cream, bit of chocolate on top. Are there any such thing as coffee sprinkles? There's there's coffee sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Boggles the mind. I mean, as if there wasn't enough coffee flavor in it already. Just in case you weren't getting enough coffee flavor, we've decided to add. What is the coffee sprinkles made out of? Like dried up roasted coffee beans? What's it made out of? Does anybody know? Coffee sprinkles. It's probably chemical.
No, it's not chemical.
It's not a chemical? What is it?
Mm-mm. It's ground up coffee.
Okay. So it is coffee beans.
No, no, no. That's not a nice coffee.
It's Rivka's version of a nice coffee. It's what she does. I don't know where she got the concept from.
Telling on me.
She does it with everything. Okay? I made fried eggs for her. They're still sitting outside and have been for the last hour and a bit. And when we get out there, she'll go, "Oh, this is nice," and just eat them. cold fried eggs. I would say sitting on the plate, but the word probably more is congealing. Congealing on the plate. Yum, this is not everything. Porridge. Porridge sits in the bowl. And you know how, well, like when you first make porridge and you get a spoon, you swirl it around in there with the honey on it? Like, when she starts, there's this solid surface over the top, and it's like you divot the honey in, and you kind of chop it all up. I mean, it's still liquid, technically. It hasn't turned solid yet, but it's nearly there. And then eats it that way. I'm the only time I see her eat anything hot is if we go out for dinner, right?
And even then,
And even then, yeah, she waits a while. It's like, now I'm completely opposite. I'm like, quick, get it out of the fry pan onto the plate. Give me the knife and fork, and I'm into it. Well, a spoon if it's porridge, because I've never tried to eat porridge with a knife and fork, although it's possible. I bet it's possible.
it is possible.
It's certainly possible to eat Rivka's porridge with a knife and fork. But, mine not as easy. Well, yeah, totally telling on her. She tells on me. She does. Mind you, she says nice things about me, so I'm just not sure about it. But it's not like it's not nice. It's just, true.
Well, it is true, and
Hmm.
I'm not afraid of the truth.
Hmm. Yeah, she's taking your name. She's being odd but nice.
Oh my word!
Do you know what? I just did the little, head nod of agreement, so that people know that I was agreeing with something that I was saying, which is kind of strange to start with. And you know what's even stranger? They can't see me do it. I have to comment on that. I've never before had to comment on, do the little head nod. I'm losing so much of my communication skills by not having the camera on me.
Well, I do like fresh. I do like leftovers too, but I do like fresh. It's just I like it cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Cold eggs. Cold eggs are just wrong.
Yeah. Well,
Um.
so,
Okay. How do I explain?
you can't. There's no explanation for this. There's no excuse.
There is an
There,
excuse.
okay, there's an excuse.
There is.
Go ahead. We're all dying to hear, as they say.
Well, Jeff already told on me, so
Uh huh.
whatever.
Yep.
Um, I don't like over hot foods. I just seriously don't. And check the time. Oh my word! It's 9:30. Is it
No,
9:30?
no, no. 9:23, dear.
Oh, that
I
was
think,
against
I
the
think, I
indicator.
think, like when you were 2 or something, like you burnt your mouth on something. That's my theory. You burnt your mouth when you were 2, and it's like, I'm not doing that again. And you haven't. Well, almost haven't. There has been occasional times when you have. And it just reinforces it, I think. Is that your theory? Because that's my theory. It's like you burnt yourself. Same thing with your fingers. You go to pick up like really hot food, like chips or something, or French fries. The French don't make fries. French fries are actually an English invention, or possibly a
I
German
know.
one.
I know.
Nobody buys
I
German fries though.
know they are a French fries.
That's what I was talking about before. The French think they own everything. The French are, like I said, the French are better than anyone else because they lost the Second World War. That's it. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Gonna do a Zoom.
cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, she plans on zooming with us.
Okay. Well, that's in about 5 minutes or a bit more,
Yeah.
possibly. We've got a couple of things to do today.
Yes, we do.
But it's only a
I
couple,
need,
so we've got time.
and I also need to check and see if we got any mail.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm supposed to be getting mail. Oh my word, am I supposed to be getting mail? And I
Supposed to
don't know
be
when I'm supposed to get mail.
getting a heater for the fish.
Yeah, and that's really frustrating me because it's like it should be here already.
Mm-hmm.
And our fish is okay.
Fish is living in luxury at the moment. We have a heater on a timer, heating the entire room for 2 fish. You're right, Belgium. Sorry, Belgium fries.
Yeah, Belgium.
My fault. I failed at history. That's terrible. I should have known that.
You've never failed at history.
Food history at that.
Yeah, and you're a chef.
I'm not a chef.
Yes, you are.
I don't have any official recognition as a chef.
Mm.
I don't have the pleated hat.
I can make you one.
I don't have the certificate of attainment from any well-respected chef's college or university.
But you went through some type of training
I did a lot of training
through with a real chef,
with at least 3 real chefs. Yes, I know.
and it was really good training because my husband's a good cook.
Mm-hmm.
My word, is he good?
Not always consistent though. I gotta stand there. If I'm gonna make it really good, I gotta stand there at the stove, and I get too bored for that. I go do something else, and I come back and go, "Oh my goodness, it's burning!" What do I do about that?
Well, burgles.
Yeah, that's the word.
There, upstairs. Now, my husband was talking about a certain word I usually say in the first place.
Hey, I learned something else new. Look what Oddie said. Said they tried little fishes as snacks, and then when they didn't have fish, they cut the potatoes to fish size.
Oh, that would be cool, Robert. I wouldn't
Here,
mind doing that.
here all along, I thought it was the leprechauns that did it.
There is no leprechauns.
Leprechaun claimed to have made the first chip. It was a movie. I saw it. Hmm.
So
We can do a Zoom with Robert at some stage.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Why not?
Well, I kind of want to do a Zoom with Audie too.
Uh-huh. Could have another Zoom party. Well, Robert's still recovering from the last one.
Yeah, but the thing is, we were at your dad's for Father's Day, so we couldn't really do Zoom.
Not that day.
No.
Dad doesn't even have internet.
And that is a pain in the burks.
Which part of you is your Berks? I'm guessing you can't explain. Anyone else suffering from pain in the Berks? Because I'm going to say, it doesn't sound like a terribly nice place to get a pain. Anyone ever heard the play Julius Caesar? Oh my gosh, did you hear? Julius Caesar was just stabbed in the rotunda. Ooh, the rotunda, that's painful. And then later on, one of the witnesses was found dead. And they said, he was dead. How'd they get him? They got him through the portico. Through the portico? Oh my goodness, that's even more painful than the rotunda.
Do you have a link for your Zoom, Riv? I haven't set up a Zoom yet on
You don't have an actual account, do you?
I don't have an account with
No,
them
you
yet.
can't. You kind of just join.
I can set up one, but I haven't done it yet.
You kind of just join Zoom calls, don't you?
Yeah,
you don't actually start them.
I've never started them.
No.
But I'm willing to start for.
Yeah, sorry, fried.
Yeah. So. Yeah, my husband's so funny.
Do you know? I mean, for those who don't like to hear things that are gross, this is a warning. Block your ears for the next 10 seconds because I'm going to tell a story about fish, and it's gross. It's a little joke. Okay, here we go. Your time. What?
It's almost time for me to sign out.
It is. So the joke starts now. I believe that the best fish in the world are pilchards. Why? Because anything that a mama penguin goes and eats, brings back to her baby penguin, and spews up right in front of the baby, and the baby still eats it, has got to be the best fish in the world.
Oh, brother.
Thank you, and I'm sure that
Okay.
was information.
Please give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload a video. And believe me, there will be a few videos being uploaded. And last but not least, please comment and let me know how you like this WIP and chat that I just did today. I'm going to be going, and Bev B is coming on. Shalom and many blessings. Talk to you later. Go over to Restream.
Oh, it is. Okay, where?
Over there.
This one?
Oh, let me see.
You better do it.
It has the. Keep going. Over. Wrong way. Other way. There.
Ah.
No. Hit hit stop.
Oh, there, up here.